Throughout this podcast series, we will be investigating the murder of Teresa Halbach. We will be addressing Steven Avery and his false rape conviction, his alleged involvement in Teresa's murder, and his accusation of corruption within his county's police department. We will also be analyzing the Netflix documentary series Making a Murderer and what we believe is lacking in the show. Steven Avery's case took America by storm, from being exonerated after 18 years in prison to the release of an intriguing documentary series and a potential retrial. We will attempt to present the evidence as unbiased as possible, so here it goes. On July 29th, Penny Bjornsson was raped on a beach near Two Rivers. Based on her eyewitness evidence and that hair evidence, Avery was convicted of the crime and sentenced to 32 years in prison. In April of 2002, with Avery in jail for 17 years, the Wisconsin Innocence Project stepped in. More evidence was saved from the crime, which happened to be 13 hairs. Based on DNA testing, it matched the hair to Gregory Allen. On September 11, 2003, Avery was released from prison and cleared from his charges.
Teresa Halbach disappeared on October 31, 2005. She was a 25-year-old photographer who worked for the magazine Auto Trader. That day, her last stop was Avery's Auto Salvage, where she took pictures of Steven's sister's minivan. Human cremains, including pieces of human bone and teeth, were found on the Avery property, and the key to the RAV4 was found in Steven Avery's bedroom under a pair of shoes. On November 15th, Steven Avery was charged with the murder of Teresa Halbach, mutilation of a corpse, and illegal possession of a firearm. On January 17, 2006, Avery pled not guilty to the charges. It doesn't take a year studying the criminal justice system in the FORCE program to see that there were some serious injustices in the Steven Avery murder trial.
Avery was being investigated by the Manitowoc County Sheriff's Department, the same department that he was suing for his false rape conviction.
If this isn't a conflict of interest, I don't know what is.
In addition, Halbach's key was found in Avery's room on the 5th day of searching his property. This just happened to be the one day that the supervising officer from Calmont County was not there.
Also very suspicious, not one shred of evidence was found in the 4 months that investigators spent searching Steven's garage. But the day after Brendan's confession, a flattened bullet fragment is found with Teresa's DNA on it. Besides the fact that the case was conducted in an extremely suspicious way with shady timing, there are other reasons why we think Steven Avery is innocent. Why would a man who spent 18 years in jail on a false conviction do anything that would risk him going back to jail? Due to the inconsistencies of Steven Avery and Brendan Dassey's trials, we found that the criminal justice system, in fact, does not search for the truth. They search for a conviction that will ultimately give those involved a sense of closure, regardless of if it is actually the truth.
We believe that the evidence used to convict Avery of this crime was planted, therefore making him not guilty. So, who did it? Just keep listening to find out.